Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have more that takes us back to the drama that was instigated by Dr. Umar weeks ago. And those of you who were with us remember that things got heated between MC Shan and Dr. Umar a few weeks ago, since Dr. Umar was responding to people who disagreed with his take on Eminem back then. And this led to a beef between Dr. Umar and MC Shan, who felt Dr. Umar was sending his minions to harass him back then on IG. And thanks to a recent interview, we got to hear more from MC Shan, and clearly he isn't done with slamming the doctor. And this time he even described Dr. Umar's message as outdated and much more, which we'll get to in a moment. Today we also have more on the historic moment when Eminem walked out Terrence Crawford, and Lil Wayne and Crawford spoke about this, which we'll get to momentarily. And today we'll start with one that raised eyebrows on the web, from Obie Trice to Eminem's manager, Paul Rosenberg, that goes, "Rosenberg, man, we kept ish real with you. The price you pay for being solid. I'm the first dude said shady records on a record. Ish not all good, big homie. I'm you, G. We did this together. Real life. My daughter played with his daughter, hence quote, God did." Obie Trice version on YouTube. And he continued, at Rosenberg, "It is not rhyme or reason, OG. When P left, we left. That's crazy. Every dude M-Torch was stars. I love y'all, man. Keep ish real. Homeboy love y'all. Quote, keep it real." And fans across social media platforms have been trying to decipher what Obie Trice was on about. Hence questions like, "Sorry Obie, but we really can't tell what's going on here. Hope all is good between y'alls," but honestly, it doesn't sound it. And it seems that the frustrations from fans are all getting dumped on Paul Rosenberg, as while fans struggle to understand the tweet in question, Paul Rosenberg is getting it, with takes like, "Have no idea what this means, but I'll take it as another reason Paul needs to go." And it was more of the same on Reddit, Paul getting blamed. No clue what he's saying, but F Paul, so I agree. Although there are those who have blamed these incoherent tweets on his struggles with alcoholism, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section. Moving on, a few weeks back, we covered the back and forths between MC Shan and Dr. Umar that started over Dr. Umar's claims that Eminem cannot be one of the best because he's non-African. And like many others who have spoken on this, MC Shan disagreed, and it led to some type of beef between Dr. Umar and MC Shan, since Shan believes Dr. Umar was worried about the wrong issues by coming for Eminem.
And so Dr. Umar, I understand you on this black culture thing, but you're jumping on the wrong thing.
And in a recent chat with Panda Chop News, MC Shan spoke about his clash with Dr. Umar, and according to him, the people who think Dr. Umar's ideology is something new and fascinating are pretty much ignorant, because his message was in vogue over 50 years ago and is pretty much outdated for this era. Check out a snippet.
Because I'm of that era and that time, I look at Dr. Umar as preaching a message that never materialized the first 50 years that it was brought about. And the only reason why he's able to carry that message is because nowadays you can't go on YouTube and you cannot go see Stokely Carmichael. You'll see a 2-minute clip of Malcolm X. Malcolm X was worth more than 2 minutes. But if these younger folks were to go look, they'd be looking at this like, you stupid. You preaching that same shit to motherfucking Huey, and that shit ain't get us nowhere in 50 years. And to me, you're preaching an old doctrine and you're trying to open up an old wound and heal it and put the Band-Aid on it as if you're the savior.
MC Shan also pointed out how the cultural landscape today is much different from that 50 years ago, interracial couples and all becoming the norm, which all comes together to show why Dr. Umar's message needs to be updated for today. But he wasn't done. He went on to explain how talk is cheap, using this example of Eminem owning his tapes compared to those who do all that talking but never show real support for the OGs.
What I would ask these people out here, them motherfuckers say, "Ooh, I'm black and I support you." How many of you black motherfuckers pulled up the same mark? That nigga had 3 of my shits.
Right.
Eminem had 3 of my motherfucking sets. He ain't just have 1. How many people of my motherfucking culture came back and said, I've got this to match Eminem's? Fuck you talking about. There is no separation or divide. Period. And now if you want to look at it like that, now I could start questioning all the folks that say they fuck with me. How come y'all dogging Eminem as a white boy, but he could show me 3 of my cassettes and I can't put 3 of you motherfuckers together that could show me you got 1.
Now, to be fair, we got a nice example of what MC Shan is talking about recently during the debates on Eminem versus Nas, when Stephen A. Smith picked Eminem over Nas. Some hip-hop fans hit back at those who were outraged by his choice to focus more on what matters, which is to actually support Nas by either buying or streaming the music, since crying online is hypocritical if you don't actually support the artist. And in response to this interview, some have expanded. Yep, anyone who wants to say that Eminem isn't a part of the culture, or even worse, doesn't respect it, needs to take a seat. And some have fired back at MC Shan with takes like, Shan don't want no part of Umar on an educational or intellectual level. But this doesn't address the fact that MC Shan is objectively correct about his assessment on Dr. Umar's Pan-Africanism message. It is nothing new. It has been around even before Dr. Umar was born. Now, if you agree or disagree with Dr. Umar's message, it's a different topic. And some have concluded, I love how Shan exercises his right to his own opinion, which we all have. I stopped listening to Dr. Umar after I heard 3 of his videos. And moving on to the next point today, we have more that takes us back to when Eminem walked out Terrence Crawford. And Crawford was on Lil Wayne's Young Money radio recently, and they briefly spoke about it. Check out a snippet.
And also, I hope you realize how much of a legend you are, because you got Eminem to walk out with you.
Definitely.
He don't do that for nobody.
For nobody.
Man, him don't even come out for shows, nothing. Nothing.
Hey, I was thrown by that.
What?
Like when he comment on my my status on my post on Instagram, I was just like, whoa. Then I comment on it, then he replied, then he hit me in the inbox. I'm like, oh, it's really going down. It's going down. So it was just like, you know, I was kind of skeptical until he got there, and then when he got there, I was just like, oh, this for real.
Yeah, man. Shout out him, man.
But everything just worked out the way it posted
on. Yeah, exactly, man. I saw him at the Tyson fight too, the Tyson Fury fight.
Yeah.
He was out there. I was like, damn, they got him to come way out there. And he had like 1 million people around him. I'm like, boy, it looked so aggravating out there.
Yeah, definitely.
It looked very aggravating out there.
But on a side note, some have pointed out, giving a shout out to each other, but can't get into the damn studio. Same could be said about J. Cole, but what to do? Eminem's reputation of being a recluse is getting stronger by the day. Shout out to those who have seen Eminem live. I'll be looking forward to your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe for more, and see you on the next one.